Alright everyone, you already know what time it is. It's time for another Apex patch note video. And this time, with the Lost Treasure event, I spent some money on the event. I got some stuff I wanted and one skin that I really didn't want. It's the Caustic skin. Not really a big fan of it. Really wanted the Wraith and Revenant skin, but in the end I got the Epic Bangalore skin and the Legendary Prowler skin, which is really clean. I am not gonna lie on that, okay? I'm glad I got it. But am I glad I broke my bank account a little bit? Yeah, maybe. But either way, it is time to go ahead and read out the patch notes for you guys while gameplay is going on of the new Armed and Dangerous Evolved game mode. So let's go ahead and start it off with the legend updates and everything like that and the meta changes. No, I'm not going to go ahead and show every single example because last time that was a 30-minute video and I'm thinking of only making it 10 minutes or less, or even 15, not 20 or higher. But either way, let's start it off. So legend updates, Lifeline, she has a new passive called Combat Revive, which now replaces Combat Medic. Now it's pretty much simple. You saw it on the trailer. It deploys the Doc drone to revive teammates, and Doc will deploy a shield and revive Lifeline's teammates, leaving Lifeline free to defend or revive someone else. So you can do double revives with Lifeline while in that shield. So while the Doc is reviving one teammate, you can revive another teammate in that shield as well, which I'm not gonna lie, is pretty nice. And it fully replaces her old passive, including fast heals. So the only person with fast heals now is Gibraltar, but we'll get to that later. Now, her ultimate is gonna contain more items. The care package will contain 3 times more small healing items when it decides to spawn the small healing items, and the care package will contain 2 times more attachments when it decides to spawn attachments. So there will be 2 attachments instead of 1, and 3 small healing items instead of 1 as well. And her tactical is now cooldown from 45, well, the cooldown is now 45 seconds instead of 60, which means you can heal your teammates much more. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to Octane. His tactical, upon activation, stim will remove movement impairing effects, which means every single time you get stunned, it won't affect you when you stim, okay? Arc Star won't affect, Gas won't affect, Gibraltar ultimate won't affect, Bangalore ultimate won't affect. You pretty much get it at this point. Anything that stuns you for a second or 2 won't affect him. He'll still be at running speed no matter what. His ultimate is also gonna let you double jump in midair when you jump from it, and players can change direction easily from doing that. So if you want to go left, you can go left by moving and then jumping when you already launched off the jump pad, and if you want to go right, you can do the same as well. Also, his stim sprinting speed has increased by 10%. Now the thing I have seen about this is that on the trailer, okay, this was a year ago or so, on the Octane trailer, his ability said he can run 40% faster, and when you played season 1, it said you can run 30%. So I'm thinking maybe they already had this in plan of doing, but they just decided to go ahead and not add it in. I just don't know, but yeah, that's the thing. Now for Revenant, his tactical will now cancel Pathfinder mid-grapple and Wraith mid-phase walk. For Wraith, I can understand this. It takes 1.4 seconds to activate her phase. We'll talk about that later when we get to her abilities changes. And Pathfinder mid-grapple, I think that's going to be a bit hard to go ahead and do, but it's possible. It is possible. And it will now prevent Mirage Cloak revives, so every time you hit a silence Mirage that's reviving a teammate, it will now go ahead and show both of them at once. and it also disabled Mirage Decoy Control Activation and Lifeline Combat Revive. Lifeline Combat Revive, that's going to be pretty useful, and Mirage's decoys, that will kind of be useful, I'm not too sure. The ultimate though, this is my favorite part about Revenant's update. His range on the death totem is now removed. So you can pretty much bring out a death totem, and if you're Octane or Pathfinder or any mobility based character, you can run across the map, try to thirst someone, try to kill someone, and then if you die, you just go back to the totem depending on if the timer's gone or not. That is a really good update. I'm gonna probably try that out sooner or later, but for now, let's keep on talking about the updates. So Crypto, his tactical, deploying his drone now takes 1.5 seconds instead of 2.5, which means you'll be able to see more people when deploying your drone because it's faster and you won't waste time, and etc, etc. And his EMP will now disable Watson's pylons. Now, never mind. At first I was gonna say something, but I remembered I was thinking of her fences instead of like her ultimate. But yeah, his EMP will now disable her ultimate. I'm a bit confused on why I wasn't able to do it before, but I guess it's fine now. He might have a bigger impact on ranked as we go forth through this season. Now let's go to Loba. Her tactical, Burglar's best friend, will no longer be intercepted by Watson's interception pylon. So from now on, you won't be able to not go through buildings with Loba's bracelet if there's a Watson ultimate in there. Her ultimate, Loba's ultimate, Black Market Boutique, will now only pick up 1 stack of ammo rather than 1 stack plus the amount that was required to fill whatever partial stack you had in your inventory. So this pretty much means it won't just go ahead and fill up the stack that you have half full in your inventory. So if you had like 30 ammo and the max was 60, it won't just fill up 30 and give you a full stack for free. It will just give you just 1 stack. That's it. 1 stack, not just 30 and then an extra. Her ultimate excellence now give 20% ult charge up from 17.5. So it boosted up to 2.5%, and I'm pretty sure that is for Loba only. Now let's go ahead and talk about Mirage buffs, nurse. I don't know. Tactical, you can now hold the tactical button and release the auto control decoys, and decoys will now say lines when shot. That it's self-explanatory. If a decoy gets shot, you'll hear something from the decoy, and if you want to go ahead and control the decoys, you just have to hold the tactical button to auto control them. Passive, it's got a buff when cloaked. Mirage's hollow emitters will be visible to players that are less than 5 meters away. Scratch that. That is not a buff. I don't know why I said that, but this one is. When skydiving, you will now create decoys from the entire squad when skydiving, when still diving with your squad. So you can pretty much make a whole decoy squad and fake people into going places that they believe have people in there. Gibraltar. Now this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. His fast heals granted in the dome shield is slowed down from 25% to 15%. So instead of the average fast heals that you got with Lifeline and Gibraltar a week ago, you now get slower fast heals. Caustic, he has a nerf. Enemies can cancel Caustic's barrel by shooting it before it's fully inflated. I tried this. I don't think I was doing it correctly, but I tried to shoot the very bottom of the barrel where you usually shoot. It didn't work. I think I wasn't shooting it the correct way. I don't know, but we're gonna have to look at that further on. Either way, Watson, she has had some nerfs, and the developer notes is that the intent of these changes is to create openings where enemies can breach Watson's positions. It is still possible for Watson players to hold a position with a trophy indefinitely, but that should come at a cost of using ultimate accelerants. So they have made her pylon, her ultimate by the way, 90 seconds. You can only use it for 90 seconds. Her pylon, you can make 3 at a time, and you can only stack 2 ultimate accelerants per inventory for every Watson. That will make it more skill based, I'm guessing, so you don't just place pylons everywhere. You have to place a pylon when you think you need it, and you have to use that pylon before it runs out. Now if you have ultimate accelerants, that'll be a different story, but for the people that don't hold ultimate accelerants, this will be a bit harder for you to use Watson from now on. Now for Wraith, she has had some buffs and nerfs. Let's talk about them right now. Developer notes: increasing Wraith's tactical cooldown has proven to be ineffective at curbing her exceedingly high win rate and kill rate. These changes are meant to desensitize Wraith players from using Phase Walk as a get out of jail free card and move it into more of a repositioning and scouting ability. So they went ahead, made her Phase Walk now take 1.25 seconds to enable instead of 0.4. Now during this time, you'll receive 20% of a reduction of moving, so you'll move 20% slower than the average player. Pretty much, I'd say Loba speed when she's throwing out her bracelet. Now this does not affect Phase Walk while placing a portal, so keep that in mind. While in Phase Walk though, you will now get a 30% movement speed boost, which means, you'll move faster. While in Phase Walk, you can now see players while in the void, which means you can also think strategically while you can't take any damage, and Phase Walk now lasts for 4 seconds instead for 3. The Phase Walk cooldown also, this is pretty good in my opinion, is reduced from 35 seconds to 25. But remember the Phase Tunnel, it is now decreased by 25% of distance. So your portals will be shorter from now on. Now we're going to go ahead and get into weapons and loot. Ziplines, a cooldown will be applied to re-grappling ziplines without touching the ground. The cooldown will increase with each time a player disconnects and re-grabs the zipline, and the cooldown will reset when the player touches the ground. So every time you try to jump and then re-grapple on the zipline, there will be a long delay when you're doing that, or you won't just even get on the zipline. So if you're doing that, keep in mind that you could probably die if you keep on doing it too much. I'm pretty sure the max is 3 until you literally can't even go onto the zipline. The Havoc rifle though, the horizontal recoil has greatly increased from the initial shots that you first shoot, and it decreased the magazine size from 32 to 28. The Sentinel buff, it is quite average, but I like it either way. Now people, I'm pretty sure, are going to use Disruptor rounds a bit longer than expected. The rechamber time though has been decreased from 1.75 to 1.6, and the Disruptor round duration has been increased from 90 to 120. Now, the quality of life, teammates can now ping a friendly Caustic trap, which means if your Caustic doesn't have a mic, he can just ping out the gas trap that is his, or if the teammate notices a gas trap that is his, they can just ping it automatically, and you'll know. And there's a new health bar for the users that are in shadow form from Revenant's Totem. It's a bit red, brownish color, looks pretty cool, not even gonna lie. And map rotation times are now even between Kings Canyon and World's Edge. Now, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 1 day and 24 hours. So in Eastern time, it'll be 1 p.m. EST when the map rotation changes, I'm pretty sure. But that might just be an event thing that you're just playing on Kings Canyon, or that's the actual map rotation time. So I'll go ahead and let you know on my Twitter if that's the actual thing or not. But other than that, There's just bug fixes on Legends and menu type stuff. But other than that, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of patch notes. If you enjoyed today's video, just leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.